Bad news for Social Security as the Congressional Budget Office has released their long-term projections for Social Security, and it's not looking good. Now, this came out last month, but articles breaking down the details are just starting to roll out today, and take a look at these headlines. Benefits cuts of 23%, and 4 other things to know about the government's new Social Security projections. And again, this just coming out today. Here's another one. Social Security funds depleted by 2033? Yes, says the Congressional Budget Office. They're saying these are more realistic projections. We're running out of money fast. And it says the cause for the funding challenge is that spending for Social Security is set to increase sharply in relation to GDP in the next decade as the large baby boom generation retires, according to the CBO. Now, here's some of the key takeaways. We're going to go into more detail on this here in this video. Without action to fix the situation, huge benefit cuts for recipients will begin in 2033, according to this report. And preventing those cuts will require massive tax increases immediately, saying we need to increase people's taxes for Social Security right now. And I'm going to share with you how much they're saying they need to increase it. Now, anyone who is 56 years of age or younger today will not reach Social Security's normal retirement age of 67 before the program runs out of money. And by focusing the program on its purpose of providing financial security and protecting seniors from poverty and helping out those who have paid into this and need assistance, well, it's possible to make more people better off, but they need to change the system now. It is running out of solvency. This is an issue that needs to be addressed. And we have proof coming out, new reports showing it's actually worse than we expected. So I'm going to be diving into the details. I'm going to link this in the description, put it on the screen, read right from it so you can see it for yourself. And if you appreciate the updates, do me a quick favor, smash the like button. And if you want to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not? Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. I'll keep you up to speed with everything going on with Social Security. And speaking of funds running out, stick around to the end. If you collect PEBT benefits, SNAP emergency allotments, or Medicaid, you're going to want to see what's coming out right now. But with that being said, you guys, let's dive right in and get you caught up on the latest. So again, link in the description below to these articles and to the actual official report so you can see it for yourself. But this one says, a new Congressional Budget Office report projects an even more dire outlook for Social Security's future than was previously calculated. Without action to fix the situation, huge benefit cuts for recipients will begin in 2033, and preventing those cuts will require massive tax increases for working Americans beginning immediately. So they said this needs to be applied right now, these tax increases, to stop this from unfolding. Now, in contrast to the Social Security trustees' own projections, the CBO estimates that Social Security's combined retirement and disability insurance programs will run out of money 2 years earlier, in 2033 instead of 2035, and that the tax increases necessary to fund scheduled benefits are higher than Social Security trustees projected, 4.9 percentage points instead of 3.24. The divergence comes from different economic demographic assumptions, of which the CBOs are significantly more realistic. So in other words, the program is running out of time and money, and recent increases in the government spending and debt have crowded out options for reform, and virtually all Americans stand to lose from policymakers' inaction. So they have got to address this, and soon. We are running out of time and money. Americans deserve to know the truth about Social Security's future so that they can assess the best options for reform. The CBO report reveals 5 hard truths. Here they are. Social Security has a spending problem. Social Security started out as a 2% tax, and the program promised to never take more than 6% of workers' paychecks. Today, it takes 12.4%, and even that falls short of the program's ever-rising costs. The CBO projects that Social Security's costs will increase by 42% over the next 75 years as its revenue remains stable. Protecting Social Security requires reining in its excessive cost growth. Also, number 2, inaction means benefit cuts of 23% beginning in 2033. Current law requires that Social Security benefits come from within the program. So once the trust fund runs dry, Social Security will only be able to pay as much of its benefits as it receives in taxes. That will mean a roughly $5,000 cut in annual benefits for a typical retiree and about $4,000 less for the average disability beneficiary. No one, not even 98-year-olds, will be exempt from these cuts. Also, anyone who is 56 years of age or younger today won't receive a full benefit. Anyone who is 56 years or younger today will not receive Social Security's normal retirement age of 67 before the program runs out of money. And anyone who is currently between the ages of 57 and 107 today, who is still alive and collecting benefits in 2033, will also be subject to benefit cuts. Younger workers have the most to lose. If policymakers fail to act and benefit cuts begin in 2033, the CBO estimates that people born in the 1960s will experience a 19% reduction in their lifetime benefits. Those born in the 1970s will experience a 26% reduction, and those born in the 1980s and the 90s will experience a 27% reduction. Research from the Heritage Foundation shows that Social Security is an especially raw deal for younger workers who have put their money into a broken system instead of into savings accounts that would generate positive returns. The average worker could have 3 times as much retirement income if they had been able to own and invest their Social Security taxes, and even the lowest income workers could have 40% more. And preventing insolvency through tax increases would require a 17.3% payroll tax. The CBO says that maintaining Social Security's scheduled benefits for the next 75 years would require an immediate increase in Social Security's payroll tax from 12.4% up to 17.3%. This would mean $12,250 in Social Security taxes for the median household that has about $71,000 of income. Adding in Medicare and federal state income taxes would bring the median household's margin tax rate to about 48%. Now, the CBO report reveals a bleak future for the majority of Americans who have been forced to pay into Social Security's broken system. While there's no way to undo past excesses that have made Social Security both popular and bankrupt, the good news is that there's a way to protect the most vulnerable Americans while improving Social Security for current and future generations. Heritage's budget blueprint provides an entire plan for reform, and I've let you guys know here on the channel that they're finally deciding it's time to address this. As we're running out of time, there are currently 3 different proposals that are very popular on the table, one of which is the Social Security Expansion Act from Bernie Sanders, where they want to extend the solvency, change the taxation, the entire system, the way it's calculated for COLA increases, and also enhance the benefits for an additional $200 per month to go out to recipients. There are also several other proposals, as I mentioned, but you guys, that is one of them where they're saying we need to reform it, we need to enhance it, we need to change it, taxation, all of it needs to be adjusted because the current system, it's broken, it's not working, and it's going to be running out of money very soon. So we will see how Congress addresses this, and they've said this is going to be coming to the forefront in 2023. We have bipartisan agreement. We need to transform this system because we're running out of time and money. And speaking of that, if you're somebody that collects Medicaid, PEBT benefits, or SNAP emergency allotments, well, I let you guys know, we just heard that included in the omnibus spending bill was the end of those funds, and they're going to be transferred to other programs. And I let you know the details of when this is going to be happening, how much longer you have to collect those benefits, what's going to be unfolding, all the details in this video right here. So if that's you, you collect those benefits, check this one out next. You're going to want to know all the details, and they're right here. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'll keep you up to speed. If you made it this far, haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe to stay up to date, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.